Let me tell you something. You didn't wake yourself up this morning. You didn't command your heart to beat through the night. You didn't order your lungs to keep breathing while you were asleep. Something bigger than you said, not yet. Your story isn't finished. And the moment your eyes opened, before your feet even touched the floor, before you checked your phone, before you complained about what's wrong in your life, you had already received a miracle. Today, this breath, this chance, that's a blessing most people take for granted until it's gone. See, some people went to bed last night with plans for today that they will never get to carry out. Some had alarms set that will ring into empty rooms. Some families woke up to silence where a voice used to be. And you're here, you're breathing, you're moving. You've got another 24 hours that somebody else would give everything to have. So why are you walking around like today is ordinary? Why are you dragging yourself through a day that somebody else prayed for? Stop acting like waking up is routine. It's not routine, it's mercy, it's grace, it's opportunity knocking again, saying, you still got time. Gratitude changes everything. When you start your day thankful, you don't move like a victim, you move like a warrior. Problems don't disappear, but they stop controlling you. Traffic doesn't ruin your mood. Small inconveniences don't steal your joy, because deep down you know, if I woke up, I already won the first battle. You don't need everything to be perfect to be grateful. You just need perspective. You just need to remember that life itself is the blessing, not the extras. The job is a bonus. The money is a bonus. The comfort is a bonus. But the breath in your lungs, that's the foundation. And when you truly understand that, you stop wasting time on nonsense. You stop spending your energy on gossip, comparison, jealousy, and excuses. You don't roll over and hit snooze on your purpose. You get up with intention. You step into the day like it means something, because it does. Every sunrise is God saying, here's another chance to grow, another chance to fix what you broke, another chance to chase what you said you wanted, another chance to become who you were created to be. But that chance only matters if you use it. Some of you are waiting for motivation. You're waiting to feel ready. You're waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect conditions, the perfect sign. This is the sign. You woke up. That's it. That's the confirmation. You don't need fireworks in the sky. You've got air in your chest. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to move. Because purpose isn't found lying in bed wishing life was different. Purpose shows up when you stand up and decide this day will not be wasted. And listen to me carefully, gratitude is not weak. It's power. It keeps you grounded when success comes and strong when struggle hits. It reminds you that even if you don't have everything you want, you've got enough to start. Enough to try, enough to fight, enough to win. When you thank God for today, you're not ignoring your problems. You're declaring that your problems are not bigger than the gift of being alive. So before you ask for more, appreciate what's already in your hands. Before you complain about what's missing, honor what's present. Before you doubt your future, respect the fact that you were given a today to shape it, because one day there will be a morning when you don't wake up, but today is not that day. So get up, be grateful, and move like this day matters, because it does. And I know some of you are thinking, it's easy to talk about blessings when life is going good. But what about when it's not? What about when the bills are stacking up, the opportunities aren't coming, the doors keep closing, and it feels like you're running hard but going nowhere? Listen to me, where you are right now is not where you have to stay. Your current situation is a chapter, not the whole book. Just because it looks permanent doesn't mean it is. Storms feel endless when you're standing in the rain, but no storm lasts forever. Some of you feel stuck, not because you're lazy, not because you don't want better, but because life hit you from angles you didn't see coming. Loss, failure, rejection, betrayal, you gave your all and still got knocked down, and now every morning feels heavy. Every step feels harder than it should. But if you can hear these words, if your heart is still beating, if there's still breath in your body, then understand this: you are not finished. Pressure is not there to break you, it's there to build you. Gold doesn't become pure without fire. Muscles don't grow without resistance. Strength is born in struggle. Stop interpreting difficulty as a sign to quit. Sometimes difficulty is proof that you're being shaped for something bigger than your comfort zone could ever produce. The process hurts because it's transforming you. You're being stretched, refined, sharpened, and yeah, it doesn't feel good while it's happening. Nobody enjoys the grind when results aren't visible yet, but roots grow in the dark before trees rise in the light. Just because nobody applauds your struggle doesn't mean it isn't preparing your success. And let me be real with you, your pain is not wasted. Every setback is teaching you something. Every disappointment is building resilience. Every time you thought you couldn't go on but did anyway, you got stronger. You don't see it because you're living inside it, but you are not the same person you were when this struggle started. You're tougher, wiser, more aware, less naive. Life didn't destroy you, it developed you. Too many people measure their future by their present circumstances. They say this is how it is, so this is how it will always be. No, that's not truth, that's fear talking. Circumstances change, economies change, seasons change, people change, and you can change too. But change doesn't come from wishing your life was different. It comes from deciding you will be different starting now. You don't need everything to turn around overnight. You just need forward motion, one step, one decision, one disciplined action repeated daily. And here's the powerful part: when you thank God, even in the middle of the struggle, you refuse to let hardship steal your hope. Gratitude in pain is not denial, it's defiance. It's you saying, this situation may be hard, but it's not stronger than my faith, not stronger than my will, not stronger than the purpose inside me. You're not thanking God for the pain itself. You're thanking Him that the pain didn't take you out. You're still here, still standing, still breathing, still capable of rising. Some of the greatest breakthroughs come right after the moments when quitting feels most reasonable. That's why you can't judge your story by a single scene. The darkest hour happens before sunrise. The seed breaks before the plant appears. Something has to fall apart so something stronger can come together. And one day you're going to look back at this season, the one that feels unbearable right now, and realize it built the version of you that success required. So don't curse this chapter. Grow through it, learn from it, fight through it, because if today was given to you, then so was the strength to handle it. You are not stuck. You are in transition. You are not buried. You are planted. And planted seeds don't stay underground forever. Keep going, because your situation is temporary, but your purpose is not. Now listen, being alive is a blessing, but what you do with that life is your responsibility. Too many people wake up, but they don't get up. They open their eyes, but they never activate their purpose. They drift through the day on autopilot, reacting instead of creating, scrolling instead of building, complaining instead of changing. And then at night, they wonder why nothing moved, why nothing shifted, why life feels the same. It's because surviving the day is not the same as using the day. Today is not just time passing, it's currency being spent. Every hour you burn is an investment in either the life you want or the life you'll regret. You don't get refunds on wasted mornings. You don't get credits back for afternoons lost to distraction. Once this day is gone, it's gone forever. That's why you can't treat today casually. Casual effort creates average lives. Intentional effort creates transformation. Some of you keep saying, "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow is the most dangerous word in the language of dreams. Tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year, and suddenly you're looking at a life full of intentions but empty of results. You don't need another Monday. You don't need another new year. You need a decision right now. Because the power to change your life is not hiding in the future. It's sitting inside the choices you make today. You don't have to conquer the world before sunset. Nobody is asking you to be perfect. Progress beats perfection every single time. One focused hour beats 10 distracted ones. One disciplined action beats 1,000 good intentions. Read a few pages, make the call, practice the skill, move your body, fix what you've been avoiding. Encourage somebody. Do something that pushes your life forward, even if it's small. Small steps, repeated daily, build unstoppable momentum. And let's be honest, motivation comes and goes. If you're waiting to feel like it, you're going to be waiting your whole life. Winners don't rely on emotion, they rely on commitment. They move when they're tired, they move when it's inconvenient. They move when nobody is watching, because they understand something most people ignore. Discipline is how you say thank you for the gift of another day. Action is gratitude in motion. You say you're blessed, then act like it. Blessed people don't waste opportunities they prayed for. Blessed people don't sabotage themselves with procrastination and fear. Blessed people take responsibility for the time they've been given. You don't need a perfect environment to produce powerful results. Some of the greatest stories were written in chaos, struggle, and limitation. What matters is not what's around you, it's what's inside you. And don't underestimate the ripple effect of using one day well. When you show up with intention, you don't just change your schedule, you change your identity. You begin to see yourself as someone who executes, not excuses. Someone who builds, not complains. Someone who moves, not waits. And once that identity locks in, everything else starts to shift. Confidence grows, opportunities appear. Doors open not because luck suddenly found you, but because preparation met possibility. The truth is, nobody remembers how many easy days you had. They remember what you built, what you overcame, what you became. And all of that is shaped in ordinary days like this one. Not on some distant, dramatic moment, but in the quiet decision to use the hours you've been given instead of wasting them. So don't just exist today. Don't just check the boxes and count down the time. Squeeze everything you can out of these hours. Learn something, create something, fix something, become something, because when you lay your head down tonight, you should be able to say, I didn't just survive this day, I honored it. Use today like it matters, because one day you'll wish you had it back. And here's the part most people miss. Your blessing was never meant to stop at you. If you woke up, if you made it through what tried to break you, if you've got strength in your body and breath in your lungs, that's not just for your survival, that's for your assignment. You are somebody else's answered prayer, and you don't even know it. There are people crossing your path today who are tired, discouraged, barely holding on, and one word from you, one act from you, one moment of kindness from you could shift their entire day, maybe even their life. Too many people think being blessed means having more money, more comfort, more recognition. But real blessing is having enough inside you to give away. A smile when you don't feel like smiling. Encouragement when you're tired yourself. Patience in a world that moves fast and forgets people. You don't have to be rich to be powerful. You don't have to be famous to make impact. Some of the strongest forces in this world are invisible. Hope, love, belief, compassion. And every single one of those can flow through you if you let them. You never know what battle someone is fighting silently. That person who looks fine on the outside may be falling apart inside. That coworker, that stranger, that friend who hasn't said anything, they might be one bad moment away from giving up. And you don't need a grand speech to help them. Sometimes it's as simple as listening, sometimes it's showing up. Sometimes it's saying, I see you, you matter. Never underestimate the power of being present in a world full of distracted people. And let me tell you something else. When you lift others, you rise too, not because you're keeping score, not because you expect something back, but because giving multiplies what's already inside you. Bitterness shrinks when you choose kindness, fear weakens when you spread courage, darkness loses ground when you become light. You don't run out of goodness by sharing it, you expand it. The strongest people are not the ones who take the most, they're the ones who pour the most. Some of you are waiting until your life is perfect before you help anybody else. You're saying, when I get mine together, then I'll give back. No. Give from where you are. Help with what you have. Encourage with what you know. Your struggle didn't just build you for success, it built you for service. The very pain you survived gives you credibility to reach someone still trapped in it. Your story is not just for you to celebrate, it's for someone else to find hope in. And don't think small acts don't count. Holding a door, sending a message, sharing knowledge, praying for someone, standing up for someone who can't defend themselves. These things may feel minor to you, but to someone else they can be monumental. A tiny spark can light a massive fire. You don't always see the results of your kindness, but that doesn't mean they aren't real. Seeds grow underground long before anything appears above the surface. Here's the truth: being a blessing is not about convenience, it's about character. It's about choosing love when indifference is easier, choosing generosity when selfishness is common, choosing to build instead of tear down, and every time you make that choice, you shift the atmosphere around you. You make the world a little less heavy, a little less cold, a little more human. And the beautiful thing is this: when you live like a blessing, you stop obsessing over what you lack. You realize how much you actually have to give. You stop measuring your life by possessions and start measuring it by impact. Because at the end of the day, nobody remembers how much you stored up. They remember how you made them feel, how you showed up, how you helped them stand when they couldn't stand alone. So, if God gave you today, don't just consume it and contribute with it. Leave every room better than you found it. Leave every person stronger than you met them. Walk through this day like you carry something valuable, because you do. Be the reason someone else thanks God today.